Hello everybody, this is Chuck Wiger. It is February, early February, and the legislature is working. We are putting together as our top priority a state budget. Governor Dayton has proposed a budget. He's also delivered the State of the State address. We'll have information on his budget as well as the State of the State as a link. And of course, I'm sure you've read about that or heard about it in the news as well. But we're going to get into deeper details of those messages, the budget, as we prepare our work here at the Capitol. My number one priority in working on the budget is for education. I chair the Education Early Ed through 12 Finance Committee, and we are hearing from organizations, from individuals, students, teachers, superintendents, elected school board members, parents, from many parts of the state, and I've enjoyed meeting people. Also within the district, I've met with many of the local school board members and have visited classrooms, so enjoying that. We had a particular issue that I was involved in during the past week, a press conference addressing safe schools and making sure that people that may have mental health needs, that they have those problems diagnosed and that they have services available. So that can prevent so many unfortunate things that might happen later that could be very costly, not only to that person in terms of their life, but to society in general. We want safe schools. We want people to get services that are needed, and it's okay to ask for those because prevention ultimately is the much better long-term strategy. So safe schools, a lot of discussion on that. I also had a bill on compulsory attendance, age 18, stay in school, graduate. I'm hoping it's going to make it through the legislature. I have had this pass the Senate in the past, but it has never quite made it. But we as a state are at nearly 75% for students graduating. We should be at 100%. 75% is not acceptable, and we need to do whatever we can to increase graduation. And you start by saying you need to be in school. And so the bill would say, Senate File 160, attendance is required until you're 18 or graduate, recognizing that some students will graduate at 17 and sometimes even before that. The majority of states have this legislation. We are last, tied for last at that 16 level. We need to change that, and we will. I have a number of other bills in Oakdale for tax increment financing for some projects we're working with the city on. There will be proposals addressing White Bear Lake, the lake level. It's at a crisis level. Have been hearing from a number of others, not only in the East Metro area, but around the state on this important issue as well. So we'll be discussing more about that, and information's available on the website if you'd like to learn more. In addition to the state budget, which is our top priority, the healthcare exchange continues to get a great deal of discussion, and we have a deadline next month, and we're on task to meet that so that we can provide more affordable healthcare access to Minnesotans. And we expect that nearly 1 million, perhaps 1.2 million, Minnesotans will participate in this program. It's going through a lot of committees. I've heard from several of you about this. Please let me know if there's particular changes. There's been lots of information, and we'll have time yet to make additional changes, which will be made during that process. But at the end, we will get legislation passed that'll be approved so that we can get more access and make healthcare more affordable for Minnesotans. In addition to the budget, healthcare access, there's been a lot of talk about guns and safety. There are hearings that are going on. I will tell you, I probably get an email about every 5 or 6 minutes from someone saying about the Second Amendment and that there should be no changes. Well, we're having that discussion now in terms of military assault rifles. Should people have ready access to that? Should we have additional precautions taken in background checks? Should anyone be allowed to have a gun? If a person is a dangerous felon, is that a concern? I believe it is, and it's a very emotional discussion. It's on the recognition as well that we've gone through some serious tragedies that have had national recognition, but the fact is people are killed nearly every day in our state, and we need to address some of the root causes. We recognize it's not just the gun, it gets into deeper issues, and we're talking about prevention and intervention programs as well. But guns, a lot of discussion. We've heard from you at our town meetings on that as well, and we'll have a great deal of dialogue on that over the next couple of weeks. If there's any suggestions that you'd like to share on any of these points or additional items, please give me a call. My cell phone is 651-770-0283, or send me an email, and you've got that information on the website. Thank you very much.